evening. One of Scotland's leading medical figures has warned that there may be a knock-on effect on waiting times for routine operations if the number of people with flu doesn't ease off. At least 340 planned procedures had to be postponed in hospitals across Scotland in the last week alone. Here's our health and social care correspondent Shelley Joffrey.
My foot feels as if it's slipped with a razor blade along from my toes to my heel.
Sandra Stevenson from Airdrie suffers chronic pain. To manage it twice a year, she's supposed to get a spinal injection. Last year, both appointments were cancelled.
They don't have the space. They don't have the space. It's done over in theatre at Wishaw General at the day surgery. And I mean, it's the ward's full of people getting injections when I'm there. And they just don't have the space. They do care, it's not their fault.
Sandra's one of a growing number of patients who've waited far longer than the Scottish Government's referral to treatment target of 18 weeks. Professor Derek Bell has been tasked with reversing that trend, but he's concerned about the knock-on effect of flu and other winter pressures.
The winter that we've had this year is likely to have impact. We won't know for definite till the end of January when we actually see those figures, but I think we are likely to see some cancelled operations or cancelled procedures. The impact, the extent of that, I think, does depend on recovery. If you've only got 1 or 2 weeks of, if you like, high activity, not that that's good for patients, then and we recover quicker, the impact will be less. If the recovery is slower, the impact will be greater.
In the last week, health boards across Scotland have had to postpone some planned operations. 4 in Dumfries and Galloway, 5 in Forth Valley. In Lanarkshire there were 12, in Fife 41, and in the biggest health board areas 130 in Lothian and in Glasgow 149. When Professor Bell was appointed, the Health Secretary said she expected waiting times to improve by the spring. That could now be in doubt.
What we should be doing is planning to improve, not setting false targets that we can't agree. So what we want to do is reverse the trend, because we do want patients to have timely procedures, timely operations.
The Scottish Government says it's working with Professor Bell's group and health boards to minimise the impact of the exceptional winter pressures. Shelley Joffrey, reporting Scotland.